I started the program through Living Proof Institute a little over 2 months ago. I was able to shed, since starting the program, right at 30 pounds. I have more energy. My confidence is up. It was a great structured program, but it didn't ever make me feel deprived. I was never super hungry, and I absolutely would recommend it because you have support. You have a really solid foundation. When you start to feel a little discouraged, there's people that pick you right back up, and it's a fantastic program. I would recommend it to anybody. Sarah Fredrickson. I live in Tijeras, New Mexico. My life before Living Proof Institute was very poor health. I was 30 pounds heavier, no energy. I just didn't have any discipline on what I would put in my mouth. I was very much an emotional eater. What made me say yes to the Living Proof Institute was that through my education with functional diagnostic nutrition, I had been introduced to Sachin, and I felt he was very genuine and knowledgeable in a lot of areas. But when I received the email that was talking about the Ozempic program, I felt like I've tried everything else and I trust him and I wanted to invest in myself and make a decision. So that's what made me jump in. If there was anything that made me hesitate to get started, it was absolutely the cost. However, I also believed that it was the investment and the cost that made me stick to it. My journey in health with the Living Proof Institute has been steady. I lost weight from the first day all the way through what's called the maintenance phase. I'm still losing weight. It has changed my whole mentality on how I treat myself, how I treat my body, and just basically has given me a shift in every way of what I view health as. Their approach is different in ways that I've done in the past because the structure through the modules really keeps you on track. And also the metabolic spray, I feel like that was a game changer. I've never had anything like that before. It made me less hungry. I had fewer cravings. What surprised me the most about the Living Proof Institute was the amount of support that I received, even though I did the light program. Whenever I reached out through the journal and the logging, I had an immediate response from my support person. She answered my questions anytime I felt stuck or frustrated, and I sent her a message digitally. She responded within the hour, which I just thought was incredible. Definitely, I was very surprised by the results that I got. It's funny because you go into it saying, this is what I want. And then when it actually happens, you're surprised. Something that's changed for me after going through the program with Living Proof Institute is my ability to make an intentional decision about what I'm putting in my mouth. Whereas I used to just impulsively, if I wanted something, I would just eat it, whether I was hungry or not. And after this 10 weeks and seeing how my body really wanted to heal, when given the opportunity, it is healing and it did shed weight very quickly. Now when I want maybe a cookie or a bite of something sweet, I can really just make a more intentional decision. And I was really unhappy when I was eating everything. And so it's just given me a new mindset on what I'm giving my body. The main reason that I would recommend the Living Proof Institute is definitely the results that I've received physically, and I am recommending it. I'm going to be introducing it to my own clients in my health coaching business because now I am living proof, which is why I love that they have that name. And I'm excited to tell people not only about the weight loss, but about the mental changes that it's caused, how it's helping my confidence, and that I know that I was abusing my body before. And when I rapidly lost the weight and then it became more steady, I realized, what was I doing before this? Like, how was I doing that to her? Like, I was almost able to look at it as third person. And so that's been a really interesting mindset change for me as well, of just stop abusing her. You wouldn't make someone else eat stuff like that. Why are you doing it to yourself?